When the league began in 2008, one of the major excitements around it was to see the big names who played with each other now play against each other. Sachin and Saurav, who'd opened for India for so long and so successfully, were now seeing each other in different camps. Glenn McGrath, Brett Lee, so fearsome together in yellow, were now opening the bowling for different sides. And while it was exciting, it was a little odd as well, because one of the two icons had to end up on the losing side. So many years on, despite such strong team-centric loyalties, it's still an odd feeling to see one icon lose to another to win. When Chennai met Bangalore in 2024 in their final league match, a virtual quarterfinal for the two teams, even the most die-hard fans of those teams would have felt a bit unsure about their loyalties. You see, it wasn't just another do-or-die match. It was way more than that. And that's why it finds a place in our list of the top 10 contests from the Indian T20 League. This cricket season, I'm partnering with BigBasket. 10 minute ka naya naam. Just like the T20 game moves fast, so does BigBasket, bringing you everything you need, from farm fresh vegetables to electronics to apparel and more in just 10 minutes. Stay tuned then as I bring you my top 10 matches from the biggest T20 tournament in the world.
minutes andre
Boys, big basket. 10 minutes andre big basket. 10 minutes andre big basket.
Big Basket, delivering in 10 minutes.
Chennai began the 2024 Indian T20 League as defending champions, but they surprised so many by sending Ruturaj Gaikwad as their captain on the captain's photo shoot day. It was the beginning of a new era. Not without MS, though, who was still there, but not as captain this time. And as has been the case for a few years now, 2024 also began with that one question on people's minds. Is this the last year of MS Dhoni in Chennai colours? Well, it's a long and special relationship that not just Chennai, but the whole of India has with MS, and just the thought of him leaving the stage isn't a pleasant one. And when he left captaincy on the eve of the tournament, many wondered if it was a step closer to the end. It wasn't that he hadn't given up captaincy before, but on that occasion he had to come back to the captaincy after things didn't go to plan with Ravindra Jadeja. But in 2024, it looked like a much different script with Ruturaj as Chennai began with 4 wins from their first 6 games. On the other hand, there was the curious case of Bengaluru, who had 1 win to show from their first 8 matches. Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell, Faf du Plessis, Dinesh Karthik, there was no dearth of star power in that team, but the wins just kept eluding them. In fact, they went an entire month without winning a single match. Interestingly then, the story changed. Not just for Bengaluru, but for Chennai too. With Virat Kohli coming into his own, Bengaluru strung together 5 back-to-back wins and from nowhere gave themselves a chance. Chennai, though, went off the boil, winning only 3 from 7 fixtures. But still, when their final match of the group stage began, they had 14 points on the board, 2 more than their opponents, Bengaluru, whose only chance of making it to the playoffs lay in defeating Chennai by a significant margin. So here was a Bengaluru story of resurgence, crafted by Virat Kohli and company, that you wanted so badly to culminate into a playoffs appearance. And then there was the matter. What if Chennai slips here? And what if we see the last of MS, a sight nobody was quite prepared for? As an Indian cricket fan, I can tell you, no matter what fan base you belong to, it was a difficult day. But when the match began, the Bengaluru batters rose to the occasion. While the captain Faf led from the front with a half-century, everybody else chipped in to put 218 on the board. But because Chennai were already on 14 points and Bengaluru on 12, Chennai needed to make 201 to make it to the playoffs. Bengaluru needed to win it by more than 18 runs. Sadly for Chennai, they got off to the worst possible start. They lost their captain Ruturaj Gaikwad of the first ball of the innings. But as always, there was a recovery, and the rebuilding was set up perfectly for a tense finish. Exactly 5 overs were left. Chennai needed 72 to qualify when MS Dhoni joined Ravindra Jadeja. 2 men who'd been there and done that so often for this franchise. Could they again? the equation came down to 17 to qualify from the last 6 deliveries. And those 6 were to be bowled by Yash Dayal, a young man, remember, who was still reeling from giving away 30 in the last over to Rinku Singh the previous year. And when Dhoni sent his first ball out of the ground to bring the equation to 11 from 5, the trolls began searching for their phones to have yet another go at the poor bowler. But by the time they could send out that tweet or comment or photo, Yash Dayal had done it for Bengaluru. With a new ball, which, by the way, happened because Dhoni's 6 had led to a ball change. It went out of the ground there to replace the ball. The left-armer now brought out the back of a length slow ball and saw it safely taken by deep square leg. Dhoni made a long, slightly angry walk back to the pavilion. Many wondered if it was the final time they had seen him. But sitting in 2025 now, thankfully, we know it wasn't. So while Chennai were knocked out of the tournament and Bengaluru surged ahead to the playoffs with 6 out of 6 wins after this electric contest, we know that many more chapters are to be added to this rivalry. At least some of them will have both Virat and MS still in them.
10 minutes andre. Boys, big basket. 10 minutes andre, big basket. 10 minutes andre, big basket.
Big Basket, delivering in 10 minutes.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.